That's not the subject. The issue is this. When in this conversation, I believe when Abia said something, I went and picked it up. I looked at it. All the people who were there for the Declaration of Independence were men. There was no woman there. That's coming from that time until now. It sparked back onto my mind as we have this conversation. 1929, the Aba Women's Riot. During the time when you have people like Fela's mom in the West, my mom was one of those who participated and organized the Aba Women of 1929, riot of 1929. So women had their part. Where the men could not come up and go face it, it was the women that made it happen. That was British era. That aside, and when Dr. Damages made mention in 2021 how 54% or 42%, that conversation he just had now, it ran something else in my mind. The same 2021, a woman was made the chairman of the second day of the Ezumezu, what we call the Great Return in my hometown. A woman was made the chairman of that occasion. And I'll name names here because it's public information. That woman is Barrister Ngozi Ekeoma. Something she did that actually stood in my mind, and I will always use an example anyway, any day, anytime. She got up, and when she was speaking, there were kings in the audience. There were governors in the audience. There were senators in the audience. And this young lady burst out into a song. And the song went like this. Ndeze onye murunu, ndị governor onye murunu, onye jila nne ya egwuru egwu n'ọma ihe ga-abịara na ọ ga-adịrị gị.
Elewaji letu mu elibero kanu wati where feet ime one chairman day 2 is a thing of honor, and I'm not taking it for granted. I really do appreciate it. And on that note, I want to say, I see what a man can do. A man can do better. But I say what a man can do, a man can do. And what a woman can do, a woman can do. You have to take about the day and what the day one. So what can I do? I would like to use this opportunity by Ronyobla. I want him to be a part of it. I want him to be a part of it. I want him to be a So my last word is, please train up your girl child and give them equal opportunity to excel. Thank you and God bless you.
she sang that kings who bear you, governors who bear you, and all the great people in the midst here, you came out of us, the women. And then she slam dunked it by making a statement saying that what you give to a woman, the woman gives you double of what you give to her. Twins, whatever, she will give you double. She will double it. Yeah, and she's not saying that, oh, you men are no. She's saying that this is the position that we have been given naturally. With all that said, so it's not a question of, you can do all the women rights, you can do everything else that we are talking about. The woman occupies naturally a position that you cannot argue. Even in the times of Abacha, when a man toils and toils and toils, after all the toil, just like one of us mentioned here, the decisions that Biden made, who knows how much of those decisions are influenced by Mrs. Biden. So there is no competition here with women. I personally normally don't come out to praise and praise and praise, because what it is that we don't try to, how do you put it, we call it something like pandering. No, there's no need for pandering when you stand by the truth. And I ended up women of integrity that have come and gone. One became everything else that I knew about. And whatever you see today is a part of what she taught me. That's not where I'm coming from. Where I'm coming from is that this woman was such a stellar character that she later on became what we knew as a chicken, a woman leader. She was actually made a chief at some point in time by the then Igbere of Igbere. With that said, the position that my mother occupied, and hear me out and listen to this so that you may take it home. When the men are in the place called an Obi, the town hall where they go to make their decisions, when they run into a jam, a situation where they don't know how to resolve it, it may be an issue of a land matter, it may be whatever kind of issue it may be, they will send, this men will send, they will send a couple of them, emissaries, to go and consult with my mother. And when they go to consult with her, if it is a matter of land, this woman will tell you that land that you guys are disputing, if you go to that particular land, if you march 2 steps to the left, you will find an Ogirisi there, which is a boundary. If you go straight to the right, this is what you find there. If you doubt that woman, go and try. That's exactly what you're going to see. And because of that knowledge and that wisdom which was given her, by the time the men come back to the Obi and discuss what they had conferred with her, the case is over. Because that is the truth and nothing but the truth. So it boils back down to integrity. We can never underestimate the power of women in this whole process. So there is no competition here. Let's give the women their due and stop all this jargon, not you. Eh? let's stop all this Michael West dictionary and all the rest of it, and appreciate our women for who they are. All in all, let us bear this conversation and know that it's a joint venture between man and woman, in as much as we are trying to rescue our society from what it used to be. It may never be so again, but we will try the best we can, long as we accord the women their place, women accord us our place,